I don't care if it takes me all day to make this video. It keeps getting messed up. Something keeps happening. I'm just gonna keep pushing, keep doing it. So, day 14 of no kratom. I was taking the EDPs. I was taking the MIT 45s, basically the highest potency kratom extracts you could take, and I was taking a lot of them. I was taking like 3 to 4, 5. I would wake up in the morning and I would be withdrawing. I would immediately need to go and get like 2 of those just to get through the day. And like the amount of money I was spending was just crazy. Where I'm from, they're like $15 to $20 a bottle. And stopping in 3 times a day, it's like $60 a day, dude. Like crazy. Um, so I wanted to make this video for anybody going through that hell, trying to kick this poison out of their life, because honestly, to me, that's what it is. It's poison. It's gas station heroin. I know there's a huge community of people that believe kratom is a wonder drug and that it's helped them. That's great. I'm sure there are people that it has helped. It's not my place to pass judgment. I know everybody's got different brain chemistries, and some people take it in small doses or whatever. That's cool. I'm not talking to those people. I'm talking to the people who are in deep with the extracts, or in deep taking like crazy amounts of kratom and want to stop, you know? So that's why I call it a poison, because you need to frame it as it's not this friendly thing to you anymore. It's taking control of your life, and you need to reframe it as something that needs to go. You're not, and that's another thing. Reframing things with addiction. You're not giving kratom up. Don't look at it like that. You're taking your life back. This thing is a weight on your shoulders, and you're setting yourself free. Look at it like that. So, like I said, day 14, I'm currently in the pause stages, which is like post acute withdrawal syndrome. Basically, I get waves of like anhedonia, grayness. I'm irritable. I've been getting like 4 hours of sleep, but I'm doing a bunch of things to try and help my recovery along, which is going to the gym. I go to the gym like twice a day. I was working out so much, I was running so much that I sprained my ankle a few days ago, but that's not going to stop me. Now I'm just lifting and doing core stuff. But cold showers, yo, if you have the zaps, that skin crawly feeling, that restless feeling, take a cold shower. I know it sounds painful, but you're already in pain. You might as well lean into it and make the pain work for you. Take a cold shower. What it does is it resets your system, like a hard reset to a computer. It shocks your fight or flight response, and it gives you dopamine. So your brain's gonna say, ouch, get out of this cold. But if you stay in it long enough, your brain will produce dopamine when you get out, and not serotonin, yeah, dopamine when you get out, and you'll feel better, and the zaps will be gone. So some other things, you're gonna get the hot and cold sweats. Oh man, that sucks. So I remember, at night, the first 5 days, I was like, I know it's not going to be comfortable. I'm not going to get comfortable at all. So the sooner you accept that, the sooner you will get in the headspace where you can find some strength in yourself to push through. Just accept it's going to be painful. You've been flooding your brain with pleasure chemicals, that warm blanket chemical. What goes up must come down. So you have to pay the piper pretty much, and you got to pay in pain, buddy. I'm sorry. So yeah, you're going to get hot and cold sweats. I know I'm laughing about it, but I was on the bathroom floor at 3 a.m. begging God for, just let me sleep for, 2 hours. I was there through the pain. I'm laughing about it now because I'm on the other side in a way. So hot and cold sweats. I remember going to bed, putting the blanket over myself, and I'm sweating like crazy. I take the blanket off, and I'm freezing. That sucked. You're going to, like I said, restlessness and twitching. I remember going in and out of the house, like just because I didn't know what the hell to do with myself, and nothing felt good. Like I never had this sense of calm, that normal day-to-day people have. You're going to have like crazy anxiety and panic because again, you've been numbing yourself for so long. Your brain and your systems are coming back online, and basically you're taking away this warm blanket that they've had for so long. Your brain's going to panic. It thinks that it's learned that that is part of its like day to day, like that's what it needs to survive. But you're does the what's the Smiths line? Does the body does the body rule the mind, or does the body rule the mind, or does the mind rule the body? That's the thing. You rule your mind, not the other way around. So yeah, not gonna have much of an appetite. I would recommend like going to a smoothie place or making a smoothie if you have those, something healthy to just put something in your stomach. Ginger, anything to like cleanse your biome, microbiome, or whatever it's called. A lot of what's happening is like in the gut too. So try and eat healthy, high protein foods, yogurt, chicken, steak, eggs. When your appetite comes back, I know, start small, of course, baby steps, because that's what this is about. Day 1 through 5 is just about getting to the next day. It's just about getting through the next hour, the next 5 minutes. That's all it's about, and that's a win. If you can get to, if it's 2 o'clock and you get to 5 o'clock, that's a fucking win to me. Um, yeah, you're gonna have crazy crying spells. I don't know if I talked about that already, but like I said, I'm in pause still, so my brain is still a little bit haywire. But the crying spells, I would say, are the one good withdrawal effect because it basically means your emotions are all coming back and you're feeling everything again. And that's what life is about. It's about feeling everything, even the pain, you know? Um, and so I remember having moments where I would just think about this time my mom got me a toy and I didn't say thank you as a kid or something and just start crying. Or I'd hear a song and I would just start crying to that. And then I learned like, this is good. Like, I need to lean into anything that's going to make me cry. I'm going to lean into it because that's producing serotonin. That's helping my brain recover. So cry as much as you can. I think it's just as helpful as the cold showers and the working out. Um, yeah, so like I said, you can't avoid the pain. Just lean into it. But you can learn how to manage the pain with cold showers, ice baths, get as much sunlight as possible. It's crucial for resetting your circadian rhythm and rebuilding serotonin. If it's a rainy, crappy day like it is today, I'm trying to watch. This is my first video, so I'm trying to watch my language. I don't know like what the YouTube rules are. If it's a rainy day like today, you can get yourself one of these things. This is a like a little depression UV light. I've had this for years, and it has helped me out through some dark times. Um, yeah, so sunlight and light therapy, basic movement. If exercising to you is walking around the neighborhood, that's great. If exercising to you is running a 5K, then do it. And also know that like I remember those first few days that I tried to work out, I could barely like lift much or run. Like I just felt terrible. But my strength has come back as I've as the time has passed because that's ultimately what's going to heal you is time. You just need to give your brain time to reset, you know? That's really what it is. So, after the acutes, after you go through pretty much the worst flu of your life mixed with crazy anxiety and depression, you're going to enter what's called pause, which is the post acute withdrawal syndrome phase. And pause is basically you're still going to get kind of rough sleep. That's what I'm in right now. You're still going to get rough sleep. You're going to get waves of like boredom and feeling gray. You're going to want to reach for certain like things because you're still low in dopamine. So you're going to want to reach for whatever, cigarettes or porn or fast food. And I have been doing none of that stuff because I want my brain to heal properly. It's been 3 days, no cigarettes. I don't look at lustful imagery or content. And that's not to say that like I don't crave that stuff sometimes. I just, like I said, you're in control of your brain, not the other way around, you know? And the way that you can build that strength in your brain is by the cold showers, the discipline, the working out, the eating healthy, leaning into the pain, and that will give you more control over urges. So, like 3 months from now, when you're doing good and you're clean, and you get that urge to, hey, man, maybe I should just stop by the smoke shop and just take one because I can take it. You know, it's just one that has sucked me back in so many times. You will have built that discipline where you're like, no, I know what this is. This is a craving that's going to hurt me in the long run. And if I just wait, it'll pass. And it always passes. And then usually what happens when it passes is something like this happens. Like I'm making this video. You'll do something creative or you'll do something cool. So like at the end, there is light at the end of the tunnel. At the end of that grayness and boredom and cravings and pain comes natural dopamine, natural serotonin, where like the cavemen and like the people that built cities, and that's where the real dopamine is. The real goals are set with that. Not all this cheap dopamine, man. So pause. Yeah, I might be different for everybody because what I would say for me, my aggression is back full swing. But again, like I said, I don't look at lustful imagery and stuff, so I know that I don't like masturbate or anything. I try my best not to do that stuff, and I know that kind of increases your aggression a little bit. Um, but what else have I been experiencing? Like I've been getting like 4 to 5 hours of sleep every night. Sleep is still rough. I wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. and it sucks. But I usually take like I start with like a hot shower, and then I immediately like once I start with a hot shower, I put like a song on that I like, and then I immediately turn it cold, and I just kind of take it for a little bit, and it feels great. It's like I look forward to it now. It's strange. Um, yeah, pause sucks because basically you think that you're out of it. You think, oh man, I've kicked the flu. I'm good, but then you're gonna get waves of cravings, waves of feeling like shit, and that's also just your brain resetting. Um, yeah. So I'm trying to think what else I could say that will help you guys. I mean, basically I'm starting this channel because I feel like all of this pain is leading to something. It has led to this. I want to help other people break free from addictions, whether it's be kratom, weed, porn, Instagram, social media, whatever your addiction is. I want to help people break free of it using methods that work for me. You know, I'm not like a guru or I know it all or anything. I'm just like a dude that's like gone through some stuff, which I'm sure people watching, you have your own scars and stories, and you have perspective to give too. Uh, but yeah, so the whole point of this channel is to break our chains of addiction and to forge new chains of strength and a community of just clean, sober living. The world wants us to be addicted to fast food, kratom. Why are there kratom signs everywhere you go, man? It's wild. Kratom, porn, social media, everything. Just they want to lock your brain up so you can't think and you can't live your life. This channel is me breaking free of all that stuff and helping you guys break free of it too. Um, I'll make a follow-up video, but I really just wanted to make a video to get my thoughts out and just start the channel. If you guys want to continue following me on my journey and help me out, that'd be awesome. If you guys could subscribe. I'm so awkward at this. I'm getting used to it. Subscribing and liking the video would be cool. If not, no worries. It's like no. But yeah, this shit's all about healing. It's gonna suck, but you're gonna get through it. And as long as you believe that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, then you're gonna make it there. You just gotta make it to the next day. And day one is the hardest. Starting is the hardest. Once you've jumped, you got to keep going. You know what I mean? You got once you've jumped off the cliff, you got to start flapping your wings and flying, and you will. You will. Um, yeah, I'll make a video about all the supplements. I'll make a video about other stuff like gym stuff I've been doing. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions or want me to make a video on anything specific. Really, I'm here to help you guys, and then that helps me. You know, this is therapeutic for me. So anyway, we're turning our pain into power. Thanks for watching, guys.